Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a really important topic for today's show, in which it is the Republican controlled Congress. The Republican controlled Congress is trying to pass a bill called the SAVE Act. Now, I know a lot of you out there may not have heard about this, so I'm going to explain to you what this bill is. And mind you, it did not become law. It's the Republican controlled Congress is trying to pass this bill to become law. So let me just explain to you what this bill is. Okay. The SAVE Act is a bill that would require documentation to show proof of US citizenship in order to vote in federal elections. Now, and this is and it would also mean that you would have to show proof of US citizenship if you are updating your voter registration. Okay, so let me explain all this to you, and I'm going to put it in layman terms. I'm going to make it so simple. All right, I'm going to break this down for you. For women, for women that are United States citizens, but let's say they're not married, right? But that they have been voting in federal elections, right? I'm just using this as an example right now, so follow me with this. For women that are United States citizens and that have been voting in federal elections, okay? But then maybe at some point they get married. These women get married and they choose to take their husband's last name. Now, they gotta, get the marriage license and everything, whatever else have you. And now legally they got to update their voter registration. Okay. And with that being said, they would have to show proof that they're United States citizens as well. Now, this is one of the ways that the Republican controlled Congress are trying to stop women from voting or be able to vote. Because this bill is only about registering to vote or updating voter registration. Now, so again, this is one of the ways that the Republican controlled Congress is trying to stop women from being able to vote. Now, here's the other thing. The Republican controlled Congress is trying to stop immigrants from being able to vote as well. Because, like I said, this bill is about being able to show proof of US citizenship in order to register, in order to register to vote in federal elections. Okay. So I'll say it again, just in case you guys didn't hear me. The Republican controlled Congress wrote this bill in order in which it stipulates that people would have to show proof that they're United States citizens in order to register to vote or updating their voter registration in order to vote in federal elections. Okay? And this is again one of the ways that the Republican controlled Congress is trying to stop immigrants from being able to vote because the Republican controlled Congress is so sure that illegal immigrants are voting in federal elections. And this is one of the reasons why you know who is sending in people to certain places to collect all voter ballots, you know, in which area where you know who lost, and they're just so high strung of saying that, oh, the ballots were wrong, the ballots were wrong. Meanwhile, it's proven time and time and time again that that's false, you know, and the statute of limitations has passed on old elections, like from 2020. The statute of limitations has passed, seriously. But, anyways, this is the bill that the Republican controlled Congress is trying to get passed. It's not, the SAVE Act is not law. It's the Republican controlled Congress is trying to get this bill to become law. So I just wanted to make that clear. So, but anyways, I want to remind all my fans out there about my website, Advocate Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that's AIHNY.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.